Sound check on. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is L. Wilter, and I apologize, but the last two videos I had done were me playing without my microphone on. So what I'm going to do is watch the video and voice it over, and I think it should be okay. We'll see how it goes. And I have skipped through the videos, but I haven't really reviewed them, so hope they'll be as natural as possible. So thank you for watching, and I apologize for the earlier error. So I'm starting out on episode 2, and on this episode, I'm planning to go back down south because some of the viewers told me that I'd missed out a burnout shack with some items. And I think I saw a knife down there, maybe some other items. So, it looked like a woodsman knife, actually. But, I'll see what happens when I get down there. Alright. Must be doing a lot of talking. Alright, so up at that little northern campsite, food. And, going to head back down. Let me get a little bit of food before I go. Just make sure. Oh, got some branches. Got branches and twigs. So I'm going to be starting the fire soon. Gonna try the old hard-fashioned way. Sticks and not stones, but just twigs and branches. I actually think I have started fires like this before. Scouts. But, yeah, I had a branch that had some twine, I think, in it, and you gotta wrap it around the middle part. I can't quite recall how to use it, but I think you do that, and you wrap it and wrap it and wrap it, and I think it helps out with the turning on the piece of wood you want to drill into. Yeah, it's called like a bow drill. I think, is that what it's called, a bow drill? Alright, might be. But it was a long time ago. I would say 15 years ago, and I've actually never used it in not real life. Not used it outside of the teaching aspect. I do remember it was a bit difficult though. I'm not sure if this is how it's supposed to be in the picture, but it does look a bit like that. Something like a bigger piece of wood. And I'm not sure if you make a hole into it or if eventually it's supposed to make a hole, but I think you're supposed to have a hole there. And maybe like a little bit of shavings, like the stuff that you made the hole with, but maybe small. Then you get a piece of wood and you rub it between your hands or a bow, like to keep it going back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, it doesn't have to keep on turning in the same direction. I think you're supposed to go back and forth, back and forth. And this will create friction. Hopefully you'll create enough heat to start the fire. But I do remember, I think it felt difficult at the time. And so this in last winter is also one of the more difficult ways to start a fire. I think I've spent a long time before trying to make a fire. Oh, look at that. I'm bleeding a little bit, so I'm not tending to my wounds. Right now I'm just focused on fire. Since the ground is not wet, I just would rather have a fire going before anything happens. Because I don't have the selects right now to light a fire on wet ground. And look at that, got a fire. So I'm just going to burn everything it looks like. Burn the twigs, burn the branches, probably burn that rotten beaver tail too. Alright. Oh yeah, it wasn't really worth it making a fire for 2 frogs, but having a fire is really what's worth it in this one. So I can cook some food later on. tired. Hey, Catherine. Yelling at people. It's my cat. Her name is Catherine Debussy. Or we just call her Cat for short. My wife is South African, so maybe if you know French, you might notice Debussy. It's a very cat version made of Debussy or Debussy. But I think to me it almost looks like a dip. I generally pronounce the L much, so I said Debussy. So it's Catherine Debussy. Alright, get some sleep, because I was needing it. And usually you can work okay without sleep, but I feel like I've been pushing myself with some sleep. Alright. Oops, what was that? Oops, look at that. Woke up and passed out. Uh-oh. Oh, well, that was quick. You got your spirits back. Okay, it looks like depression can work on your spirits. Just drink some beer. Check our wounds. Maybe it was wounds. Usually when I pass out, it's wound related. But since it specifically mentioned depression, I'll pray some. Well, I didn't realize this when I was playing the game, but it looked like circles and circles into the center of the map. Alright, you're going to drink some water, and what am I going to do? I'm probably going to tend to some wounds. You see. That one has no bandage. Or does it have a bandage? I said no bandage. Probably just wiping out the infection then. Yeah. To wipe out the infection, we'll wash the bandage and put it back on, because it doesn't look like the wound healed much. It's still 32 or so. And then I think what I left last time was 38 before I fell asleep. So it's not healing up well. We'll see what the other wound is doing with the bandage on. Oh yeah, I'm gonna wash it. Hey, Catherine. She's watching me rolling over. She hears me talking, and she and I are the only ones awake right now, so she thinks I'm talking to her. I'm making a bandage. Oh, good. Got it on. And now this one does have a bandage, minor infection. How much health was that? I mean, not health. How severe was the wound? Even though I've played this game so many times, I still make mistakes on the icons. Right now, it's 20 something, 24. So it looks like it went down about the third or something. So that shows you that the bandages really help out a bit, quite a bit. Maybe it's 5 times effort too much. Or maybe just influence it. Maybe to see what it does seem like the bandage is a huge bonus. I think anything above 20, 25 I'll bandage up. Because I think it's still counted as minor at 20, 25, but it can take some hurrying up to heal. The last thing you want to do is not tend to some minor wounds and then get seriously hurt and not be able to tend to all of them. So increasing my health by putting on bandages or attempting to watching bandages. This is also a great idea if you want to increase your health. If you do have a minor wound, it's just keep on putting on a bandage, washing it out. Putting on a bandage, washing it out. And that will increase your first aid. Are we gonna make it? Yes! Alright, we have a bandage on, slightly tipsy, a bit depressive, and a little bit hungry. A bit of foresight here, but hunger and depression is going to be a big challenge in the next 2 episodes. In fact, I'm going to play a bit after the next episode and not record it, because it will basically be catching food, cooking, catching food, cooking. It will not be exciting. Alright, so we're on the campfire column, so that's to the left of where I went up straight north. And so now we're going to be walking down south just to see what we missed next to it. You know, I was like exploring a little bit. And just looking around for stuff that might be laying around. Doesn't look too exciting here, does it? So we'll be praying at almost every opportunity. If I remember right, you'll see me try to pray like 3 or 4 times in the same time frame. Like, oh, you've already prayed, you've already prayed. But that's just a little foresight. Alright. When I have my headset on, I can hear like the footprints. It's like a resounding echo. No, it's not just that. I can hear like I'm dragging something. Maybe it's my backpack. I hear the thump, then a drag. So I get about every 8 or 10 steps, I hear like a thump, 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 thump. Got some cutting stone to see if I can get lucky. Oh no. I'm looking for some gems or minerals. I think even quartz. I think it's quartz, semi-precious, selects, and gold. Finding any of those will increase your happiness and decrease your depression. So that's why I'm looking at the stone. But it looks like while I was unlucky on the rich stones, I got 4 out of 4 cutting stones, which is a bit odd. But I'll probably dump those soon because I have enough cutting stones. I have used the cutting stone to the end multiple times, and those things last days. I mean, even if I'm making tons of beaver traps, like that's how I usually play, is trapping, and I'm just carving, and it will last about 9 days at least, the cutting stone. So they may not have a great bonus, but they're very resilient. Alright, what am I seeing? Not much at all. A little bit thirsty, but I think I have some milk or water there. Okay, good. Yep, there I'm praying. It looks like I'm early in the morning here. Do I have a fishing pole? I mean, early in dawn. Oh, no, I don't have a fishing rod. Maybe I should make one of those real quick. Yeah, I just want to drink beer every once in a while just to stave off the depression a bit. I think there's a more severe version of depression, but by that time it's too late, I think. Alright, I'm going to go back and just get an idea where I am. This is a corpse I've already seen. This is down the middle road I've gone. I'm just going to go back and forth because I feel like I'm getting close to the beginning. I don't want to walk by the shack and just miss it. Oh, there's a lake. Oh, nice. I'm in a pond. Yeah, sorry, I'm just like walking really quickly. I just want to get down there to the brown shack, get that knife that I think I saw, and get back up. This is a bit of a detour. Nothing interesting. Let's get some water, maybe. Maybe not. Alright, yeah, girl, I made the right decision. Stay hydrated, my friends. Summer is coming. I guess if you're in the southern hemisphere, you're entering winter. Right? Spring would be fall. Summer would be winter. Fall, autumn would be spring, and winter would be summer. Yeah. So you'll be entering winter soon if you're in the southern hemisphere. Or if you're in Southeast Asia, you'll be entering, I think, the rainy season. I think that's the time now. So there's some places never really have a summer or winter. It's just always a similar temperature. Alright, enough about the real world. Let's get back to the game world. Alright, we're still walking down a bit. This video will be a little bit longer than my original because I had a little intro about not having sound recorded. Ooh, look at this. Another burnt out shack that's not on the one I saw before. Lots and lots of bones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bones. I got some movement difficulties. Let's put on some clothes to limit that. Bones are pretty heavy. I think they're a pound each. Or 2 pounds. 2 pounds, I believe. Come on. See that bone right there? Right in front of you. Oh, there's another bone right there. Oh, maybe not. There's about 10 bones there, too. No, I went to her. They went to me. I didn't pay attention either. It is still alive. I think even if you have no bleeding, I even was looking at that and I thought, just look right past it. What a great check to watch. Hindsight is 20/20, my friends. Oh, here we are. And that beautiful hurricane is really close. Just typing on Discord. Human skulls and bones. I didn't see the items. Did I get the knife? Where is it? That must have been hiding. Just a bit tricky to get sometimes. I have this upside full screen. That's why I lose some distress. People who normally play this game play it at full screen or keep it square. So maybe that's why. So there's a crash skull somewhere. That's very good.